Yeah, that bitch is strong.
That's really good.
I'm thinking it.
She's thinking it.
We're thinking it.
And
I'm thinking
I'm thinking it.
She's thinking it.
We're thinking it.
And I'm thinking it too.
And you're watching, you're thinking it. We did that. We are back with a mukbang, as you guys see. We are back with a female guest this time. I'm very excited. We haven't had 4 girls in a while, so I'm like, you know, this whole little setup, I like it. I like it. And we are, you know, a little wavy already, y'all. We got the Bacardi, we got the Hennessy.
Oh God! They got the Hennessy!
We have a really lit female artist.
Hey y'all, I'm Kashana. I'm from Unionville, New York. Follow me on Instagram, KA_Shana. I'm an upcoming singer, performer, entertainer, all of that in one. Yeah, I can't wait to eat. I'm so thankful these ladies invited me to come mukbang. Like, what?
Yes. And so hot topics.
Yes.
I just got on the Shade Room Teens and I saw that Ella Bands is dropping her first single and is featuring A Boogie. My thing with Ella Bands is I remember 2014 Ella Bands scammer didn't even know A Boogie yet. You think you would like trust somebody enough that it's like, all right, my boyfriend and we're cool and we in love and stuff, but it's like my first single and I'm making him the feature, and then she's basically about to sell and get streams off the fact of like that's A Boogie's girlfriend.
And he's on the song.
Yeah. So you like that? That's beneficial, or you feel like you want to get your own clout your own way?
Definitely.
You trying to pop by yourself first?
Definitely. I don't want to be associated with no man, like no nothing. So people will be like, I got you there, or did I know you did not. Like, of course, I don't mind working with other people, especially like males. Like females, I feel like it's kind of like hard to get into like music with females. Like guys are always hitting me up.
You gotta vibe with the girl first before you could just do music.
And I feel like females just always have that competitive nature. Like we from the same town. Like why we not linking up and doing stuff and like, you know, or even just we're both females. Like let's do a try. You could sing, I could whatever. But yeah, I feel like guys are more like ready to put you on the track, and that's not always a good look either, because everybody swear they can rap and y'all not saying nothing. But we not gonna get into that.
2728, yeah.
Even with labels like Drake, OVO, and Lil Wayne, Cash Money, their first songs they feature with their new artists. The Weeknd that we got, and all of those. Lil Wayne did the same with Drake.
Do that with Party Next Door.
So exactly, he does it with all his artists, even his UK, his Canadian. It's business though, you know what I mean? Your label, and let's just say her lover, whatever, or maybe they are signed to the same label. Who knows? I don't know. You know, that's what they do. They put you on so that your shit get popping. Then people come to you, and now when I'm searching on Apple Music, now I'm gonna play something else, and I'm like, oh, she's lit. Next thing you know, I'm gonna add the whole album because that song was lit. I saw another song that was lit, so I'm like, all the rest of them must be lit because she's my type of vibe.
How do you feel about being early on in your career, right? And you have a boyfriend right now or something like that, and then you really pop like Summer Walker without the London, and then he's cheated on you in the past. Like you about to drop him, like I'm famous now, so I could like do what I need to do. Or you still bring him with you to the top?
It's crazy. I don't want to talk about past relationships.
Was that a real question? Did that hit something?
I'm like,
you bringing that nigga with you to the top, or leave him back there?
No, let me go back.
Whoa.
Wait. I feel like guys that like are not into the music industry, but you are whatever, like they have a lot of limitations of what you can and cannot do, but it's like end of the day I gotta, you know, this is what I want to do, and I'm telling you off rip. So if you can't come to like understand it, even with my past relationship, it was like I like to act too, like, so I'm like just a question, like, you know, they have sex scenes and all that, they're not really having sex or kissing, you know, how would you feel? I'm just like, you know, he wasn't with that. And I was like, well, if that's a bag, like,
and you're
and that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Everybody has one of them scenes, like, you know. So it's nothing crazy, but you don't even, you're not on board with that. So it's like, I have to ask these questions to know before we even get into it.
Imagine you trying to bust out a song and somebody like you in the studio too long, or who's in the studio
and
with you.
I'm the type that come with me, like you could chill, you could
and
vibe.
You're like me. So if you don't come, don't ask no
Exactly.
questions. At this point, you stressing me.
At the end of the day, you only get one life. I'm not about to have you control my time here.
Eating and stuff. Real mukbang activities.
The clones, I think that's Kodak.
Who?
I don't.
Oh, you know what? I thought it wasn't Kodak, but I told Shay. Once I
When
seen
he
him
does
propose to that
shit,
bitch, when I seen him
Nah,
propose
when
to
I
that
saw
girl,
him sing JT,
I was like, oh no, that's what
when I saw him sing to JT, I'm like,
I was like, that's
this is
Kodak.
not. I was like, that's some dumb shit that might be Kodak.
I think that's
when he
Kodak.
sung to JT.
That's what it was.
But it's like, nah, I don't get. I really try to not be conspiracy
But he
theorist,
looked
but
a
like
whole new person.
that, it doesn't. I lost weight too.
And your hair
Yes.
grows like
I lost weight
like,
too. That nigga's
but you
nose
don't
became a
lose
different
weight.
shape. His jaw. He looks like a new person. That wasn't his accent before he went into jail. He came out with a different accent. I'm lost about a lot of things. I guess that's him. If y'all say that's him, but I don't know.
Can
I
I
don't
just
think
say
so.
something?
I'm confused.
We talked about relationships before.
I'm
I
confused.
don't feel it from this girl. The way she flashed the ring, the way she
no.
said
Mellow Rackz.
and at the ring.
I'll knock that bitch out.
Yeah.
Don't ever get in the way of good music.
Wait,
like
wait,
I
but
said,
She
bitch.
is going
She
to.
better
Did
not
you know she was a rapper prior to that?
No.
Okay, good. Because
But I'm just saying.
Gabby, did you know her prior to that happening? Who the
But
fuck
this is
cares
what
what she
I'm
was
saying.
doing? Did you
But
even
this is
know
what I'm
her?
saying. This is
Who the
what
fuck
I'm
is this
But
bitch?
Shay, this is what I'm saying.
That's like if
Shay,
Kodak proposed to me tomorrow. Who the fuck is this bitch?
But Shay,
When did he meet her? Was she writing him in prison?
Why didn't he propose to you? Because we could have been.
Why did he propose to me?
We would have had 100K on this video.
No, wait, hold on. But honestly, Shay probably will ride for him as longer than this.
No,
one.
she wouldn't.
No,
She got that
right.
thing.
But she would
I
be
really-
there for the bag. I'd be like, Shay, we
I
need
really
10
would.
bands.
You know I'm really
We
good
need an
at
investor.
being loved up. I would though.
But
I would wear grills
listen,
together. We could wear grills together.
Where'd you do that, Kashana?
You see what JT was doing with Uzi? Do
When
y'all
you
see
say
JT
love, alright,
and
come
Uzi?
on.
really likes Uzi,
Are you a
though.
city girl?
I think she.
I like City Girls.
You like city girls?
I
How
don't
do you
think
feel
I'm a
about the
city girl.
JT and Uzi thing on? Have you been seeing that? That's not
I
weird.
think they
It is
like each
weird.
other.
Did you
Link,
think when she
shut
was
up.
rapping, like
It's a
she was
weird
talking
shit.
about niggas that look like Lil Uzi?
No, I don't
Do
find
you think he's
Uzi-
bisexual?
I thought he was a little on the other side.
No, I'm gonna be honest
Who
with
is
you.
doing that? I'm not gonna be with a guy that's doing all that.
No, she's not funny.
I think he may have tapped a few
I thought
booty
him on the
holes.
fence.
Yes.
He has.
And then
it's
JT,
like,
I think like
you
a
jacking
hood
him.
nigga. Like I see with a
Yeah.
I
I was
know.
thinking
You
more,
know
even if
what,
you
you
do
know
like
what?
a young nigga,
What,
I'm thinking
Joy?
like Pooh Shiesty.
Wait, hold
Like you
on.
talking about
No, wait. I'm
Lil
gonna be honest
Uzi.
with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
If there's one thing, JT comes from like a line of fire. A lot of energy goes JT's way. So I can see her linking up with somebody
With a bisexual
Uzi.
nigga.
Wait, first of all, Uzi, his
Wait,
heart
first
is
of
big
all,
as hell.
okay.
His heart is big as hell. His fans could tell you like.
But what
Uzi
about him being
is very-
bisexual?
What does that have to do with the? I don't think he's bisexual
I-
or not. I don't know.
I think a lot of people in this industry, Shay, these
Yes.
men have been curious.
And even so,
I think a lot
Give
of
me
them.
somebody
can I
that
ask you
doesn't look
something?
like it that
You
you
don't
think
think
they
JT
do.
would
Eddie
be
Murphy
with a
was
woman?
caught with a
You don't think JT
transvestite.
would be with
Eddie
a
Bow
woman?
Wow was caught
Eddie Murphy
fucking a
doesn't-
man
that
in
doesn't
that
surprise me.
video.
Can I say
Bow Wow, that doesn't surprise me.
All right, bro. It's just a few people. What I'm trying to say,
Raise his hand.
you get the point.
Raise his hand. So y'all mean to tell me you
I'm
can't
like, I gotta keep going.
Wait, hold on. Y'all mean to tell me you can't see JT and Lil Uzi taking a stripper home? I can.
A male
I
one?
can. No, a female.
A male one.
So I'm just saying they both
No.
might be. They both
No.
might
A
be.
male
And that's
one.
It's
fine.
weird to me.
A male one.
Can't.
I think she fully found
I think you gotta be okay.
I
a
with
think
it.
she
Bruce
found
Jenner
no, I think
nigga.
she found.
And I feel like 10 years
I
from
think
now,
they
when
do
we're
that.
30
No, I
something,
think she found
and that
somebody-
nigga has a
Yeah.
wig on,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be
I
surprised.
think she found
Yeah.
somebody very sweet.
That
and I
man
feel
take
like he
pictures
will
with
be
his
very
legs
much into
crossed.
me.
I feel like he is
Sweet
a
joy.
genuine person. Like,
Yes.
he be popping out,
He's just
supporting
maybe bisexual.
people that's just up and
Yeah,
coming.
but
That's
you
only
do
it.
feel like he may be
Yeah.
And she's
bisexual.
aggressive
He
as
does
fuck.
give me a
A
little.
little fruity.
Is
You don't
JT
date
not
boys
aggressive
that
as
give
fuck?
that vibe. I need you to be a little
need
more
a man.
masculine.
But
Yeah.
no, Shay.
He's a nice
She could
friend.
be
I would
bisexual.
totally go shopping
I
with
would definitely
him.
friend zone
I'm
him.
sure I would talk to
I
him
would
about
definitely friend zone
life.
him.
He's already sure. I already told
But
you.
to have sex with
High
Lil
level.
Uzi,
High level.
All I'm saying
JT
is-
surprised me.
All
JT
I'm
surprised
saying
me.
is JT. honestly.
Miami didn't surprise me with Southside.
Yeah.
That sounds like the type of nigga she was
Southside.
rapping about. JT lost me. You didn't say nothing about niggas with septums and forehead piercings and tight chrome hearts jeans and chokers with pearls
She was like that for a while.
and fingernails and
Can I just
fingernail
say
paintings.
Can I say
whatever.
something? Can I say
Yeah, she
something?
was a freak shit.
JT ain't say
She
nothing
like, if
about
he's
that.
nasty,
But
he's
JT
nasty.
definitely said she want to be with a man
Baby.
who was gonna get her a Fendi bag, Prada bag, Gucci bag, all these different
All the
hair
rappers
bags.
do
If
that.
he invests
And you
in
know what?
All the
He
rappers
got
do
that bag.
If he's invested in this, you think that man? Come on,
where the
son.
bag at? Nigga,
JT,
where the
They
bag
I
at?
said
where
that
you
she.
going?
They said
Okay,
that she
girl.
hinted at putting money towards that diamond though, because when she was arguing on the internet the other day, he said, "I got you your first Birkin," and she said, "Don't forget, I got you your first." I'm not even gonna speak on it. Where so all the fans was like, "Did she put money with him
But
towards
they
that
was
fucking
beefing
famous
online.
This
diamond?"
is what I'm saying.
No,
JT
I got
is
a whole
an
nother
aggressive
question.
ass
Yes,
Do
woman.
he be
believe-
beefing online.
JT's
Do
an
you
aggressive
believe-
He
ass
said he
woman.
turned the hoe into a housewife, and she replied back and said,
I turned
other
the
shit.
hoe.
trick. He said
I turned the trick.
Who was the hoe?
Uzi said he turned the hoe into a housewife, and she think that
He
shit
got
is funny.
some fucking nerve.
She think
No,
that
she
shit
said
is
I
funny.
turned a trick into a husband. They
It's
ain't doing
nothing
that
funny about
together.
it.
Yeah, so they do be doing a little
Shit
kiki game
together.
banter back and forth. They're cool
Oh,
with
well,
it.
that's the thing with me.
My
Like, I'm
question
gonna
to
do that
you
to
was
you.
though, Kashana,
Don't call
do
me
you
no hoe.
believe, because, well, no, I'm
Don't
not
call
giving
me
my
no hoe.
opinion. Do you believe in
No.
bringing your relationship beef to social
I
media?
don't like that.
I don't like
really
that
do not
either.
like that.
That shit is very
I don't keep it in my
childish.
business because if I want to get back with you,
I'm a little stupid now.
Like,
Yeah.
let me do that in our own thing. No, I don't like that.
Nasty, honey.
I don't like that at all. It's
Like
very messy.
I'm not here for
think-
private relationships.
I just
You
don't
think
like people. I
Beyonce
don't like
wanted
my
people
next
to know
nigga
about that
thinking I'm
elevator
hurt.
situation? Do you
Yeah.
think Beyonce wanted people to know about Becky
Right.
with the good hair? No,
That's
she only
paparazzi,
put out
but I
that
think we're
music as
talking
a
about like
dancer.
memes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the break up with a nigga and post memes type because I
Yeah.
don't need my next
Or
nigga
screenshots
potential to know
of
I'm
your
hurt.
relationship.
Yes.
Thinking so hard
Screenshots
into
of
that.
y'all text, screenshots of the amount of time.
Yeah,
posted.
Brittany
each
did
other.
that.
I've seen all
No.
types of
Today,
stuff.
Lil
I don't like
Uzi's
that.
ex-girlfriend, and it's like if you were a Lil Uzi fan, she's the little character on a lot of his album covers.
Okay.
Or you know, he
Okay.
sings about this girl Brittany a
Okay.
lot. So supposedly, so she dropped literally today. She dropped
Oh wow.
screenshots
Seen that.
on her story, and Lil Uzi is like, "That girl is not my girl. I never even paid for nothing that's hers yet. I don't know what she's talking about," and things like that. And then
So
JT
much lies.
gets on Twitter and is like, "Oh, that boy be lying. He be begging me worse than that. He's lying to you and stuff." And I just feel like it's
Wow,
not a
they
W
like
to me.
it.
It's not a W to me.
No.
It's not a W to me.
I don't
That
like
girl
any
still
of
have
that
text
shit.
messages of that boy saying that he don't fuck with you. That's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
And it's like the line, like, okay, like, say you're quiet. What is the thing to make you respond back? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what's the, all right, I gotta say something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
I would probably, like, have somebody to talk to. Like, should I respond to? Because I don't want to be caught up into, like, oh, she one of those. Like, she's a
what
clapback
publicists
queen.
are for,
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
And a
not
lot of these
people
bitches don't be
fine.
having
I'm
publicists.
gonna be
clearly.
honest with you.
They be
If
just
I'm in
doing
the
anything.
limelight, my lawyer will reach out for
My lawyer.
defamation of character. I have
Yes.
no time.
Do not come
I
My
have no
lawyer
time.
will be reaching
I
out.
have no time.
You
Cause
will
it's crazy.
Your people will
No,
speak with my
speaking about
people.
that, even the person with the Gorilla Glue girl here, like she
Yes.
was saying too.
Yeah, they
a
claimed
lot
that
of
she was
those
gonna
rumors she
sue
was
Gorilla
gonna
Glue, and she
sue,
said she never said that.
And that things like that.
Because
like,
she know it
all
wasn't
that
her fault.
information, like,
It wasn't their fault.
Even going back
Right.
to what you had said with Lauren London, so many people push out fake narratives of pulling it out their ass. It's not even of the truth because it's baseless.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, how you feel like you're gonna deal with that? Like that's inevitable, right?
And I've seen, like, a Chris Brown video like that, too. Like, or Drake. Somebody was like,
I
you
love
know,
it. That's the Drake way.
yeah, like,
Don't address it.
don't say anything. Tomorrow's gonna be a whole nother something that somebody's talking about.
Somebody
You know,
else.
it's in a week after
Business
that's gonna
of
be
the
been
media.
forgotten about.
Yeah.
So I feel
Yeah.
like I would want someone like a publicist to like, is this even worth my time? Like I know
Yeah.
it's not true, but I don't want it to come back and backlash and it just drags out for longer, make it bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
Like, so like I don't want emotions to get involved. So I would really want like that kind of thing, person there to like tell me that kind of
Yeah.
thing. But
I guess
for
it really
now,
depends
I guess,
on the scandal.
yeah.
There's
Like
no-
it depends
Like
on
the
how
entire
who did it
thing
offend.
being
a
Exactly.
publicist.
The T.I. time he needed a publicist.
That's why T.I.
That should have been a no comment type of situation.
And his publicist told him to be quiet now. And T.I. haven't said shit recently. His publicist was told him cut it.
They lost the show.
Yeah, cut it.
I've seen a lot of influencers that are really like Instagram famous do things like TikToks and stuff like that, and they basically like this isn't true, and then laugh about it, and they'll go on and dance in their TikTok, and that's a simple way to not take on the baggage, but at the same time, to like, you know,
addressing it. Yeah, that's why I said I guess it depends on what it is.
In quarantine, with us being all shacked up, and some of us having loved ones. Within that, a lot of quarantine babies came about. So, Summer Walker is pregnant. So, how do you feel about that? Because I was a big Summer Walker fan, and I was a little mad. Like, I feel like it was a little early in her career. So, how do you feel?
I agree. Like, and I feel like they had a good thing. Her and London, definitely producer, singer, y'all in love, but he come with a lot of baggage as well. That's something you need to know.
Couple kids already, baby mama drama. It's not even like he has a good relationship with all of them.
Drama. That's the thing.
For that.
I think she wants, but I feel like she would want to focus on a baby.
And that's what I was about to say. I feel like Summer Walker,
she doesn't like the anxiety.
Since the time she's been an artist, you know, that hasn't really been the front thing. Well, it makes it seem as though it hasn't been the front thing in her head. So maybe this family is more so what she wants to do. You know what I mean?
Because you mean in general how people used to say she doesn't seem to enjoy performing and everything.
No, how she said that she doesn't seem to be performing.
Well, I mean, then her fans said it too.
Yeah.
No, but Summer Walker suffers from
anxiety. Because she ended up touring in New York. I think we were in London when she was in New York, and people were saying that she was kind of just
so bad
on stage, like she didn't even want to be there.
Yeah.
I'll be like, wow.
But she suffers from anxiety, and I feel like she would really love to just be home or be with her kid and still put on music. I think she's a great
But artist. I feel like what we're saying, I just feel like, especially all of us, none of us have kids, right? I feel like Summer's like our age, like you have a lot of time to really make sure that a kid is with the right person. And like she said, when you look into the baby mama drama, and they are the type to DM, and Summer has engaged sometimes. So that's when I was kind of mad, like,
why
it's not that I think it's not nothing about motherhood, but why him?
You know what the thing is, like, even when you're meeting people and you meet that guy and he just shows you in like 2 seconds of meeting him that he's fucking crazy. Like, thank you.
But you know, but that's what I was gonna say. There's some people, like, I don't know if it's like my little spiritual side or whatever, but sometimes some people don't have to talk for me to just know I won't like that person.
Energy.
And it's not, they didn't even, they could be over there and I just heard them say something to someone else and I'm just looking at them and I just know that we won't like each other.
Well, that was my thing.
And I try to push through it with dudes too.
I'll
push through it like, oh, but he looked good. He came over here, he got me this drink, And somewhere along the way,
it's getting sketchy.
That first impression shit, man, they don't be lying. Man. It be the realest thing. It be the realest thing.
It be the wrong joke. Like that boy with the perk, he might have been joking, but it's just not a joke. I
don't want to hear any more jokes.
I don't need any more jokes.
No. I actually know a guy who asks, he would ask girls about if they do coke. And one day I was like, I was like, so do you do coke? He was like, no, I asked her just to see who's gonna be like, yeah, I do coke. And he's like, then I cut the
But if we were in the ocean,
that's his preliminary question.
But to me, that's a red flag. I think you're a coke.
Word. I'm gonna block you because I think you're lying.
And even drugs in the industry, like, you know, they be doing like all that to sustain.
Yeah, a lot of drugs.
No, like weed
lean
is enough
and
for
shit
me.
like that.
And liquor on the
how do you feel
I'm
about
not
that?
even
What
a
if you
drinker.
meet a rapper producer that's on the lean all the time?
Yeah, he's on
I don't like
he's
when
on
niggas be
Percocet.
mad, slow, and zombie.
Yeah,
I've
There's
had that
nothing
and
cute
like
about it.
no.
They be so cute, and then that actually takes away from it.
Yeah,
and that just makes that's a turn off for me. I'm like, if that's how you be moving, I can't do nothing with you.
And one time I did lean. One time, let me give y'all a little. I'm gonna give y'all a little story. Y'all don't even notice.
Where was I?
I'm not even gonna tell y'all. I'm not even gonna tell y'all because I want to put it in the thing, so I'm not gonna say the person's name that had me. But
no, remember. You're lying.
She had
Bitch
me
never
try
told
that,
me this.
bro. I had one sip.
You went to sleep right away.
I thought, no. I wasn't thinking about nothing.
Yeah.
That
like,
shit.
Damn, what was I thinking of 5
That
minutes ago?
no, like I couldn't even think of what I was thinking about.
Nah.
I couldn't. Like there was like no thought, no word, no nothing in my like. It was nothing.
Empty.
And for Gabby,
And
that's a lot.
I don't, bro. I realized that was the scariest thing to me. I thought. I was like, in this moment, I'm finna get laced. Everything my mom was scared about was about to happen, and I'm never gonna think again.
I took a
perk
perk before, and like, it was the opposite for me. You know, I haven't tried. I think that was probably the only thing I've tried recreational.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we were younger, we tried to make lean. It was really just
it wasn't.
like that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like a real drug. I did take a perk with him before, and I remember it was when the whole kidney stones thing happened. So I thought like it's really a painkiller. So I guess this is the right time. And if I get high, that would be good too. Right now, I felt nothing to the point that I was like, I'm gonna always stay away from drugs like this because I would need a very big. Yeah, exactly. So that's what it did for me. Because I took like a 10, and this is a grown nigga, my boyfriend, who says that's enough for him. And I felt nothing, and he's like, I'm lit, and I'm like,
y'all are very scary. At that moment, I really felt.
So I realized it wasn't for me. I would just be taking it for no reason.
I felt for every kid, regardless of your color, that takes shit like that. Y'all is really depressed. Like, I really saw it. Like, y'all don't want to think about anything. And that's deep. Like, y'all need a therapist.
Y'all need a therapist.
Like, that was the craziest shit.
Like,
yeah.
honestly, I just started therapy. Like, I'm in my 3rd session. Yes,
congratulations.
y'all.
I want to start therapy.
Meaning to do therapy for so long, but you know, like, my father's so against it.
It's a huge stigma.
They feel like I was a good parent. I did everything I need to do for you. What do you need to talk about that you can't talk about with me?
Like, it's not that serious. It's all talk.
Oh man, it would be embarrassing.
Read them to her.
Pop my butt, pop my butt. Pop my butt, pop my butt.
Yeah,
so who's your influencers?
You ain't know what I'm about to say. Beyonce is my number one.
Beyonce.
I love her. Like, she honestly is who I told myself I was gonna be at this age. So I got a little more work to do.
So who else? Beyonce.
I love Beyonce. Janae's vibe, I like feel like I can like, that's kind of my vibe too. Like, I like, you know,
you like what she's talking about.
I like stuff that I can just vibe and chill with. Like, I like lit songs. I want to be in the club bumping my song, but also I like the chill. Like,
so you would describe yourself as an R&B artist, right?
I tell myself the route I want to take is like R&B, but with like trap ad-libs, kind of like. Cause I like to get ratchet too, so I want to combine that together and make it a vibe. And overall, I just love the type of like performer Beyonce is. She's more than a singer, you know. You could sing, and so many people could sing, but when she get on that stage, it's like a different experience she gives to everyone. And I went to her concert, Mrs. Carter tour. Shout out to Miss Carter. She got me them VIP tickets.
Oh really? Because I was gonna say,
where's your
do you
beginning?
feel like being from in show choir? Because that's what I know you from. That I was in it. It wasn't for me. I can't sing for shit.
Show choir?
I was in show choir.
Because it started off as a class for some
and
people.
Aggravated.
Until you switch out, like
y'all used to be singing to the top of your lungs. Carrie Lamb. Shout out Carrie Lamb.
Shout out Carrie.
Some of y'all was putting your life into it, you know?
That was like
I got shout out Kenyo. Big, put that blue check on Kenyo Billy. Put the blue check now. He needs to be verified. We need to talk about that. It's a superstar. Period. You already knew that.
Kenyo, hey, who you for? Come tell me now, who you for?
But that's why it's like so crazy seeing. I was in show choir and they just dropped me in there. I started school late, but it's like I always saw people like you that it's like, so you from then knew you planned on pursuing performing and singing.
Like when I was young, I remember my mom just, birthday party, sing happy birthday. Like, yeah, so it started from there, and then every talent show we would go, me and my best friend Destine, shout out to Destine. Every talent show would be the duo. Like, we about to sing and start from there. My first performance was like at a nursing home for my dance school with me and my cousin. And we sung Golden by Jill Scott.
Okay, yeah.
And then they were tipping us at the damn nursing home. I said,
that song is difficult to sing.
And we were like, what, 9?
Oh, wow.
So that was like, all right, I could start performing. Singing was like singing, but then actually doing it in front of like, you know, people that's not your family and like actually getting like a good response was like, oh, okay, let's do this again. And then school, so we did talent shows, high school, so 8th grade, summer music, Miss Carr Hicks was new. So she started this new thing of singing and dancing at the same time. It was a group of us, it was like, yeah, we like this. So we kept doing it, coming to practice, we started competing, started winning.
Tell me something, wake up bouncing. From my ladies up in here tonight to talk back, I wanna see her.
Oh, with the mulatto thing, so she's changing her name because she feels like that's something that is gonna benefit her career. Right now.
It's a bad stigma too.
Even though I never even knew. Did you know that?
Never really thought about it when I heard.
Because I know what mulatto is.
I
never took it to the point that I felt like it was.
I never knew what that term
meant. She was, and I think she is mulatto. But I mean, where it came from and the fact that it's a name that our colonizers gave us, I guess like now in this whole woke society in this
Black
time,
Lives Matter
it's
stuff.
you know, it's been like giving her a little backlash. So what do you think about that? Should she change her name, or it's like that's what you called yourself?
I feel like that's what you came into it and you had your story on why my name is Mulatto. Why make other people change, especially when you're already in the game, you already came so far. What
she already is who she is.
Don't do that. That's not
like
sincere.
it or not.
That's losing from your purpose. Like, no, you are who you are. So don't change that for nobody. That's how I'm gonna be. Like, listen, I was like this when y'all saw me from the beginning, and that's just what you're gonna get. I'm only gonna get better, but in a insightful, better way, not to please everybody else. That's not what I'm doing this for.
Do you feel like you're gonna keep the name you have right now, or are you like thinking, brainstorming on something that like?
I mean, everyone, I have got that a lot. Like, what's your stage name? What you gonna call yourself? I'm like, honestly, Kashana's so different. That's me. I really can't see myself anything else. And Beyonce was Beyonce, so why can't I just be Kashana?
When Beyonce was out, that was a little different. Like, your name is Beyonce, and your stage name is Beyonce. But now a lot of them just go by their name. I think Brent Faiyaz's name is Brent Faiyaz.
Oh wow!
But the thing
is,
like,
I hope so. I think he just realized, like, word, whose name is Brent Faiyaz, so there's nothing else for me to do with it.
But for Mulatto, I don't think it's a bad thing if she changed her name. I mean, look how much time P. Diddy, Puff Daddy changed his name.
So
you know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah. So, and that's not the name she was born with. If you have Beyonce, you have Kashana. Those are names you guys were born with. So, it is
I was gonna say for her,
Mulatto, where did that
the
come
fact
from?
that something is associated from it, a lot of people were on some shit like, are you trying to say you're better because you're a mulatto? So, I understand her. Still is like, she just wants her music to sell. She had a true meaning behind it, like an innocent meaning behind it. But I did see her say, if it's stopping her music career from furthering, then she'll change it. No, I got into the thing with Megan. She seemed to stay. Oh, you want to talk about Meg? Because it's like, see, Saweetie did what Meg was supposed to do. Stay focused. You already have clout, so why are you trying to chase clout? You already got clout.
Doing good.
Why are you trying to chase clout?
I feel like now Meg, like, I feel like maybe, I don't know if she was going too strong in the beginning. She started
getting messy before that.
Yeah, no, she did.
To be honest, I remember it's like you said, like, I followed her early into her career, like just hopping out the car doing freestyles,
the freestyles, fire.
So if you follow her right before she really popped and stuff like that, it's like, girl, I seen you when you wasn't a celebrity. Then all of a sudden, after her first single, she had Dinner with Trace on. She here with this and this one. And I automatically told Gabby, the music is about to start going left because she focusing on like being the wrong things.
Being around.
And being, like, girl, I feel like she totally like speeded through enjoying her process because she got famous. Then she was like, all right, now I'm putting out good music, but I need to be around famous people. It got messy.
So you feel like the loss in her life?
I lost my mom at 14.
Really?
And that was 9th grade, you know? So it was like a prime moment of my life. I feel like I could have went 2 ways. I could have bugged out, or I could have did what I do because for my mom, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like losing that kind of significant person in your life can affect you, and her already in the limelight, it's like that was her person keeping her stable, you know? So now she's around everybody that just be trying to be around
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was her friend, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's literally around bad energy and just in wrong rooms and like looking for love in wrong places. I don't have nothing against that new boy, but I just don't feel it.
Yeah.
Pardison Fontaine. He was on the song.
Yeah, and then she went on live like, just tell my boo to stop being mad at me. I was like, when are we promo and toxic relationship now?
So, like, but I understand what you're saying. Like, I guess she's going through a point where it's like she's trying to find herself who is genuine. But it's like, I'm just like, as a fan, seeing the red flags. Like, sis, how you don't see it? Like you said, I remember that I didn't know she was friends with Tory Lanez, and I remember checking the shade room and see Kylie Jenner and Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez all chilling at the pool together. I was like, why did she end up with Kylie Jenner? And I feel like I did, because that was the first thing I thought. The first thing I thought was, weirdest link up ever. Why are you with Kylie Jenner and Tory Lanez? Then she gets shot in the foot.
Oh wait, hold on.
I wasn't really surprised,
I was also
actually.
gonna say this. The pandemic had a lot of people doing a lot of weird shit that they probably wouldn't have done. And let's be honest,
trying to stay relevant, you know, being mad social.
Weird is just the first thing
in the crib.
A lot of weird shit.
I wouldn't say relevant. I would say her and Tory Lanez really came about during the pandemic, and I'm just gonna leave that there.
They had to be messing with each other before that, though.
Right, but all of this shit and mixing company and
that's why, like you said, sketchy is link up. Even if she was DMing Kylie here and there, girl, you cute. And even if you and Tory was chilling, how the hell did y'all end up at the pool together? And we still don't know what happened that night.
And we still don't know.
That's how sketchy it was to begin with. That we still don't know. Because only thing I knew from when I seen that video was that's 3 people that just don't need to be in the room with each other. I don't know, just the randomest 3 people in the room with each other. And it ended bad as I thought it might.
Kylie was having a party.
Well, it seems like their parties their home parties don't be going well for her. So
like party knocking down the door saying, come out the bathroom. Like,
house parties don't seem to be her scene.
Come through the door.
She's literally using
everybody else.
So what is going on? Let all of our thinkers know, what's the new projects you're working on?
Yeah, so currently I am planning my next video shoot for Pull Up. That's out on Apple Music.
It's
Spotify,
really a great song,
everywhere.
guys. Like, really listen to it. Pull Up, it's a great song.
Yes,
I love it.
Y'all heard her Apple Music, Spotify,
everywhere.
It's gonna be on YouTube.
YouTube. Right now I have my F.T.N music video out on YouTube that you guys can check out.
Yeah, we're gonna try to dance with y'all.
I got a TikTok to it.
Look out on the TikTok.
You did not never send me the TikTok.
I did it because I was like, she's here, so she's gonna teach it to us.
Okay.
She's like,
she told me that she teaches cheer, and I saw that, so I'm like, you know what? She's gonna be patient enough to teach it to us.
Alright, okay.
Yes, TikTok. Shout out my little sister putting me on. She's like, TikTok's like, you know, the little kids. I'm not doing all of that. But she's like, no, do it. Do a little dance with her. And I can't get off TikTok. I love TikTok.
Man.
But yeah. So I have Pull Up. Yes, Pull Up coming up. I'm working on my EP, trying to drop it for my birthday in July.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to that. Leo.
Leo? Okay.
Are you Leo?
I'm not into like zodiac signs, like.
Let me tell you something.
I am your Leo.
Let me tell you something about a Leo woman.
And nothing's ever enough for you. And
no.
like that.
But here's the thing about it. Leo women, I would say nothing is ever enough for you guys.
Yeah.
But at the same time, y'all determination is on a different level. If a Leo woman wants it, she's finna get it.
Like,
comment,
subscribe.
Thank you for watching. You're thinking it. Awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, I was that ex who reached out to somebody. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't ever be that person. Was you that person? Was you ever that person?
Since the Mercury retrograde?
Have you ever reached out to your ex?
Joy, you toxic Scorpio.
I ain't gonna be the first one.
No. Hold on.
You toxic ass
First of all, not
Scorpio.
toxic. Wait.
You
Not
toxic ass
toxic.
Scorpio.
Not toxic.
Joy
Not
said she
toxic.
wrote a nigga. That's some Scorpio
Not
shit.
toxic. First of all, let me tell you something
Any of my
about
exes are watching this, do not write me.
Scorpios are very
Don't write me.
deeply emotional. When
Thank
we love
you.
you, we love you. And yes, we do
I
tend to reach
don't.
out and just be like,
I hate that.
Don't think about you, I miss you.
I be
Nah,
like,
I hate
Don't do it.
It's only
this
my
day was
Scorpio exes.
Yeah, I knew this day was
It's
coming.
only my Scorpio exes that decide to they really the memes like like happy birthday. I was thinking about your mother.
Yes.
Why are you back? Why are
Nothing
you back? I
happened,
just
though.
forgot
Nothing
about you.
happened.
Go back to where you was.